Hi, everybody.
Since you're not on one, take that off.
I don't know how to do that.
Get on here.
Where?
Change your screens.
Here?
Yeah. Go to the window over to the right. Nope. Oh my god, that sucks. Extreme close-up.
I don't know how to change it. That's the best I can do.
Okay.
That's the best I got right there.
You probably have to go down here into the settings.
Oh, how about this?
Just doesn't help. Man.
No, it doesn't do anything. Okay, let's do this.
Go to the one.
That's all we got, honey.
Huh?
That's all we got.
I'm saying go to the settings. The old gear thing.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Patience. No, we're not just on YouTube. We're on Facebook as well. We should be on a bunch of different areas.
No, we know. You're not there. Well, you're only on YouTube.
Hold on.
Wait a minute. Oh no, those two.
There. We should be on everybody now, I guess. We're still
There we go.
Oh, there we go. Okay. Hi, everybody. Still struggling with trying to get on TikTok. Back on TikTok. I said some things, and they weren't bad things. They just obviously TikTok didn't like what I said, and
you thought Facebook was sensitive.
Oh my gosh, TikTok is very, very sensitive.
But they're great. They're a great software.
It's all good. So how is everybody? How the hell are you guys? What's up? We ain't been out in the evening in a while. Hi, everybody.
We've been out running the roads all day.
We have been. We almost went to the zoo. Almost went to the zoo. We didn't.
We went to the gate. We went to the gate and we heard him saying, "Hey, get that fat guy. He looks like one of these bald."
No, we actually were like, let's go get some new shoes, and then we'll go to the zoo. We couldn't find shoes, so the zoo was out of it. Anyway, so we're doing readings tonight. Welcome, everybody. Hi, how are you doing? If you're in the room and you're lurking, just give us a hey, hi, whoop whoop, Michelle, or whatever, so that we know you're here. If this is your first time here, let me tell you how we do this. We have a lot of people on this evening. I can see that already. We're at 37 people. If this is your first time...
20 of them just dropped off.
Yeah, they'll be back. It fluctuates. If this is your first time, good luck. Good luck, everybody. No, what we do is when we are working on seeing who to read for, we don't have a list. We ask for a whoop whoop. That gives us an idea who is in the room. People come in and they go out all the time. There's Jessie Cheek. Hey, how are you? So we're checking your energy as well at that time.
Hey.
And your guides will step forward and say, hey, this person needs a reading.
Your
or
pillow's
whatever.
not out here. This is why you're being so...
Missed you too, Monica. So, you guys, feel free to invite a friend. Only the weird ones.
Yeah, you can invite the not weird ones, the muggles, if you will.
You can invite the muggles. But we're gonna do some readings this evening. We
draw the line right there, though.
The muggles. We draw the line at the muggles. No. We're all
everybody's welcome until they got something crappy to say, and then we find you on the block list.
We don't have crappy people, though.
No, generally it's spammers and things like that.
We don't even get those. You know what? We vibrate too high for that.
Okay.
No, seriously.
All right.
We don't get a lot of spammers.
Not anymore. We don't. No, we
don't put up that crap.
Probably because you block 99% of you.
Hey.
Somebody's always out there trying to BBB, bigger, better, BBD, bigger, better deal.
So we were out today. We went to Libby Glass. So we have Libby Glass. It's a factory here in Toledo, Ohio, and their factory outlet is here.
One of their family.
One of their factory outlets. Yeah. And so we went to Libby Glass, and we have this new laser etcher. And
I guess it'll edge too if you.
I guess so. But we're going to start making water decanters so that you can restructure your water. Sam knows a whole lot more about this. We're going to have some informational stuff at the store on this. But it talks. There's this big deal about when your water comes through the pipes and gets all hooey dooeyed and
Hooey dooeyed.
hooey dooeyed.
Look it up.
Hooey
Hooey dooeyed.
And
it's not a new term, but we're bringing it back to life.
We're going to and we are going to be putting sacred geometry on these to help restructure the water, and it is truly an amazing thing.
So a combination of sacred geometry and certain Reiki symbols as well, because
all that energy work.
Yeah.
So that'll be coming in the store. We are restructuring the online store, the Mystical Moons. You can get there from themysticalmoons.com, or you can get there from mymysticallife.com. It is not closed down while we're restructuring. So if you happen to pop in there and some things look old and some things look like they have emojis and they're cute and they're done right, that's me working. Diligently. Actually, Jansen was in the store working diligently on palm stones all day.
Just so everybody knows, there are thousands of items in there that she has not even scratched the surface on.
There are tens of thousands of crystals in that store. I swear there are. There are so many crystals. And well, maybe not tens of thousands, but thousands of thousands. And I haven't got to the bracelets yet, the cards yet, the herbs yet, the nothing. I've just been working on crystals. So if you go into the store, be kind. But I will tell you that we have free shipping now. Anyhow,
up to a certain
point. Then if there's the heavy stuff like freight, if we have 40 and 50 pound crystals, then we've got to talk. Michelle, Lisa, I saw the old thing about Elvis you channeled, and you were correct. I remember channeling Elvis. I don't remember what I said in the channeling at all. I just know that every once in a while someone comments on it, and I'm like, oh, that again. So we did George Burns the other day, which I should check and see if that was totally, it just popped out kind of thing. How did George Burns happen? George Burns, how was I talking about? Oh,
generally a mommy and a daddy.
Mommy and a daddy Burns. No, it was somebody come across this past loved one that resembled George Burns and was giving those qualities over. And then George Burns popped in. It was because I said something about him smoking or something.
Smoking a cigar?
Yeah, stogie. And he kind of just popped in, and I went, "Oh, well, look at there." So we did have George Burns come across, which is interesting. And if you're young enough and you don't know who George Burns is, guys, don't deny yourself.
Oh God.
Yeah. Oh God. You've got to look it up. Okay.
That's a movie. That's the name of a movie. Oh God. Oh God. One. Oh God. One. Oh God. Two. And then I think there was a third one too.
Yeah, there was. Oh God, you devil.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh my God, how do I remember that? Okay.
Yeah. Not touching that one.
Yeah, right.
Okay. Buford, buddy.
Sorry, buddy. Hi, everybody.
Buddy, you can't.
All right. So, can you give me a whoop whoop in the room this evening? Let me Google it. Right? Google it. It's so googly. Give me a whoop whoop. Let me know who's here. We have people coming in from Restream and from no, Lisa. We have people coming in from Facebook and YouTube. So if look back at it, there's more siblings. I cannot say more. I'll have to look it up. Older guy with the glasses and the cigar. Love George Burns. And say goodnight, Gracie. Right? Right, Donna Marie. Perfect.
You all right there, buddy?
I bet he needs some CBD oil.
Yeah, well,
that's not usual.
Well, he's been alone all day.
Yeah. Okay. There we go. BC, good evening. How are you this evening? Kathy, Monica, Michelle, Donna. Romper room. All right. So let's start with a collective divine timing. How are you? Penny Moose, how are you? Let's start with a collective card.
It's Penny Lee Moose.
You know what? Hey, it's Tanya. There's Heather Johns. Mr. Fry, what deck would you like to pull from for a collective?
Tanya Lee, what's up, girl? I don't know, kid. You know what?
Leanne. Closed files. I'll have to rewatch it. I never rewatch my work, Michelle. Like, I never rewatch if I've done stuff online. I never rewatch it. But I will have to watch that one.
Get that green deck right there. Fourth from the right.
This one?
Top deck.
Diane Cooper?
I don't know.
Diana Cooper, Archangel Animal Oracle cards. Okay, so let's do a collective card, and then we will move on. Somewhere over the rainbow.
What? 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 Once you hear it, you can't unhear it.
Okay, here we are. Adam! Guten Tag.
What's up, bro?
We were talking about having a fire tonight, but it's so mucky out here.
That man is busy. Leave him be. Leave him do his stuff. He's got shit going on. Man.
Okay.
He's got Adam stuff to do.
He has Adam things to do. Here we go. Archangel Sandalphon and...
It's hot in them.
It's hot in them. I'll show you the card. You guys will get it. It's hot in them.
It's hot in them rhinos.
Hot in those rhinos. And this is about being courageous, being who you are. A lot of us are having a hard time right now sitting behind the lines of whatever division is being broadcast out to whoever, whatever time at the moment. It's hard sometimes to sit back there and just, it takes a little bit, doesn't it, to sit here and hold space and not be a part of the narrative. And that is absolutely not the words that are on this card. This card says be strong and courageous, but there is strength also in being the people that sit back and go, I'm going to let this play out and I'm not going to get involved because I'm not going to add to the fuel to the fire. There's a little bit of courage that goes into that as well, or just a little bit of, I don't know, what's the best word? A little bit of refrain, a little bit of not being wise, but
mature.
Not even mature, because people have the right to have the feelings of whatever they feel is going on.
It's not saying
stay in the lane.
It's not saying anybody's being immature. It's just having the maturity enough to sit back and say,
see,
I don't need this drama shit in my life.
Yeah. See all the lines. It is so hard to do sometimes, right? Divine timing. It's very difficult to do sometimes where you just want to sit there and you want to shout your opinion, but yet it's only going to add fuel to the division. And it's part of being determined, I guess is the word that I have. Being determined to not be part of a problem. And that's a big deal right now. That's a big deal right now. We saw somebody alongside the road today. We're driving down the road, and I'm like, oh God, protesters, I don't know what's going on. Which side are we on? And it was this nice young man asking people to honk to support autism.
And his wife, I guess it was his wife.
Probably his mom.
No,
I think
they were both about the same age.
Oh,
Might have been sister, I don't know. But
yeah. And
they were out there, honk if you support autism. And
we're like, all right, this is something we can get behind, right?
Yeah.
Something we can get behind, something we could all get behind. And I just was like, okay, that's something.
We need more of that kind of shit than the stuff that's going on now.
Yeah, just everybody biting at each other.
Yeah.
Let's be part of the sit back and observe, and that's just me. That's just me. We all have an opinion. They're like,
in all actuality, what's going on in the world, there's not a damn thing any one of us individuals can do about it.
Sometimes it's good to hold your tongue.
We can only do what we can do for ourselves and our family. That's it. That's it, really, in the end game. Yeah,
and it takes energy, and Michelle's like, energy takes away from you. And here's the thing. We're fueling other things, right? We're fueling when we're out there and we're angry and we're throwing angry words back and forth. We're just making more anger.
Teresa, yes. It doesn't cost anything to be free, to be kind. But on the flip side of that, it doesn't cost anything to be an asshole either.
Energy, it costs energy.
That was a joke, but anyways.
So yeah, there's where we're at. Be part of a solution.
Jansen, no, these are my old glasses. I just had new lenses put in them, and my eyes are still changing. I'm gonna have to go back and get another prescription. My bifocals don't work anymore. I look down and everything goes fuzzy on me because I can see distance, but not as good as I could, and that's getting weak again. It's just getting bad again. I'm having to look out about that much in my glasses in order to see clearly anymore. So.
Okay, so not everybody can see this. So David Hendrickson has a joke, a dad joke. It's a dad joke. right?
A duck walks into a bar, asks the bartender how much for a drink. The bartender replies, "Will this be cash, debit?" The duck replies, "Put it on my bill."
Well, thank you very much for the dad joke.
All right.
Tanya says, I prefer to play video games and get out of one match. Yeah, and get it out.
Besides that, in the game, you can blast the shit out of something.
Oh my God. All of a sudden, there's the violence. Okay, here we are. Let's have a whoop whoop, you guys. I know.
It's electronic. Can't hurt them.
Our youngest is telling dad jokes. He's a little young, but he's a dad, so I guess he gets to do that. And it's Father's Day tomorrow, so dad jokes away. Okay.
Yeah. I agree, Jansen. We gotta figure out what's going on here. If it's getting better, I mean, this is getting better, but I gotta know when to stop and getting these adjusted.
All right, Heather Johns. Hi, how you doing?
What's up, lady?
Is that a troll? Do we have a troll?
Goodbye.
Bye now. Hold on. I want to make sure I don't block the wrong person.
That has happened, huh, Tanya Lee?
But the feed is moving quickly, so that's why I have to make sure. There we go. Bye.
So backstory. We had a troll come on and was hitting people on the feed, and one of these trolls hit Tanya Lee's thing, and so Lisa went in to block and ban that person, and accidentally hit Tanya Lee and banned and blocked her out. It took us like 6 weeks to figure out how to undo it.
Wow. So. You too, Donna. Okay. Hi, Heather. How you doing? How you doing, Heather?
So I feel like you got some stress that is more stress than normal for you right now. I don't know why, but I feel like there's a lot more stress.
Is he still messaging you, Heather? Because I don't know that it blocked him on Facebook, or did he just... and then Lisa had a panic attack, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if it blocked him on both spots. Tanya or Heather. So Heather, I have out the tarot cards for you this evening. We know how that goes, so let's just do it. Let's just do it.
She's got something stressing her.
Yeah, I pick up stress too. Indecision will only keep you right where you are.
Okay. She did block him, so
okay, good.
And banned him.
Good. You want to do this, Mr. Fry?
No, you're on it. I'm helping you.
Look at her, just like, damn it. Indecision's only going to keep you right where you're at. You're not. You know what you want to do. You know what you need to do. You block it. You block everyone on Facebook. Yeah, I usually do too, Michelle. I usually go directly to Facebook and block them there, but Restream didn't have that thingy. The things that you want to do, Heather, they are given to you, and they're right. You're following your intuition, but you have to make the decisions. You can't do everything for everybody else. You can't do everything for everybody else and not for yourself, because who are you denying when you do that? You're denying yourself some joy.
You see that? I'm monitoring on YouTube. It's easier. Did you see in YouTube? What the heck? Did you see in YouTube? You now can have subscribers only chat.
Oh, did not. I've been working on some of this stuff.
Interesting.
But yeah, I'll have to look into that.
That's good.
I'm trying to not get.
I'm do it. I'm just going through these cards.
Okay.
That's all.
Okay, good.
Calm.
You're only hurting yourself if you are not setting your feet in the ground and being like, "This is the way I need it."
Okay.
Yeah, Sam's looking at it now because he saw the cards and now he's looking at it going, "Oh, what are you doing, Heather?"
Before you even pulled a card,
still there. All right. What's his full name, Penny Moose?
He must be on YouTube.
David. Oh God, something's biting me.
Something bit me.
Something bit me.
Okay. Anyway, Heather.
I can go here.
Yeah, there you go. Heather. I don't know what you need.
My phone.
I don't know where your phone is.
Okay.
No clue.
Okay, keep talking to Heather.
You took everything away from me, but okay. This is why 2 screens are better than one.
Well, you took the screens.
You only
They're
ever
not there. There's no computer screens
you
there.
only ever had one. Okay. Anyways, Heather, so you got an inverted hangman here, so which means you're kind of
Indecisive.
that's not the word. Waffling.
Everybody's waffling.
Yeah, waffling on this, and I don't know if she. So, anyways, this is if you can see it. Blink twice. I don't know. Anyways, so you got the inverted hangman. I feel like you're waffling on this. Something I don't know what it is. And
David robots. Okay. Thank you. Keep going.
Okay. All right, so she pulled the Ace of Wands on that as well, and the Eight of Cups. Now I know what the Ace of Wands is about, but this Eight of Cups, I just feel like
I know you did this. I'm sorry.
no, you're good. I'm working.
Waffling is a good word. Description is dead on.
Don't be afraid to don't be afraid to have the courage. There we go. Don't be afraid to have the courage to. I'm sorry, they're falling all over the place. I'm sorry, I can't help it. All right, there you go. Pick up your toys from your sandbox and go play somewhere else.
There's so many David robots.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to see who the hell they were when they were. That works too.
I think I got him. So.
Anyways, so yeah.
Hello, Miss Keys. Hey.
Just stand your ground, kids. Stand your ground, and it's
here.
What?
I just need you to scoot over there for a second. I'll be back. I'll find him.
Okay, let you do this. Let me look on here and see if I can find him.
Okay. Nuisance is a good word. Waffle. Yeah, he's a nuisance. He had no hair. I think I blocked him. I think I got him. He had no hair, no suit on. I think I got him. Yeah. A gray suit with a tie. Gray suit and a tie. I got him. He was a friend, and he was like a shared friend. Sometimes that happens. If you're not careful about who you let on your friends list nowadays, there's some real creeps out there. But anyways, Heather, quit waffling. That's the whole thing. Quit waffling. You have to stand for yourself, or no, because nobody else will. How's that? I mean, I'll stand up for you. We will all day and every day.
What was that other card you pulled?
The Queen of Pentacles reversed. That's because she's not making a decision. She's the one that's going to be in.
And she knows what she's got to do.
Yeah.
And she knows what she's got to do.
Yeah. Yep. Quit stressing. All right. Sorry, guys.
You may hurt a feeling or 10 or 15, but
just do it nicely.
It's better to have that shit out on the table than continually having it dumped in your lap.
Yeah. Groundbreaking on houses. Imminent big changes for everyone. Time to just do it. There you go. Absolutely.
Make that shit happen,
Make
girl.
that change. Song. Okay. Give me a whoop in the room, you guys.
Let me pull a map card for her.
Mr. Fry wants to pull you a map card while I'm during the whoop whoops. Is he gone? Penny, are you still getting messages from him? I think I got him. It's kind of.
I swear to God, if a giraffe shows up out of this.
Oh, was so funny. We were doing
a group reading at the shop for a bunch of ladies that came up from Columbus last weekend or weekend before last, and one of the ladies, I kept pulling a giraffe card for her. Just randomly, I shuffled this deck, and there's a couple different giraffe cards in here, and it just kept coming out for her.
Pond is scheduled and build starts immediately after. Awesome. So I know Heather is going to Sedona. Is anybody else in the room going to Sedona with us? We are going to Sedona September 11th through 15th, and we are doing ET kind of things. We're doing CE5 meditations. Did you pull a stinking giraffe?
No, I did not.
I pulled CE5 meditations. We're going to the vortexes. We're going shopping.
And you have some free time in the mix of all that. If you're Good. You could go up to the Grand Canyon. It's close enough to there that it's like was it a 3-hour drive from Cottonwood to?
They have a tour that leaves from Sedona and just buses them up there.
Man, that's the way to go right there. You don't have to drive. You don't have to go through all the bullshit.
You're gonna try? We only have a couple spots left in the Airbnb with us. Everything else, then we have hotel recommendations on the webpage, so you can find it at mymysticallife.com.
All right, so there's the card. Heather, One Ring Circus. This is your One Ring Circus, girl.
Oh, Tracy likes Jerome. We've been through Jerome. And
Jerome's up on the mountain, isn't it?
Yeah, that's that haunted mining town that's like a slice of hell to get up to.
Yeah, it's a slice of hell because she doesn't like the switchbacks in.
Lisa, so you don't have to pay all at one time. I haven't said that, you guys. You put a deposit down, and then you can pay on it until August.
By the end of next month, it has to be paid off.
Okay. But I believe we do. Lisa, message me, and I can check and see. Mr. Fry actually is more on top of this. Your circus for sure. She wants to know if her cousin are trying to go. If they can swing it. Do you have a room with a queen size bed in the Airbnb? So
yes, we still have one queen size, don't we?
I don't know. I have to look.
Who was this, Michelle?
This was Lisa Phillips.
Lisa Phillips.
It depends on Zenny's surgery date. Gotcha.
Do me a favor. Message the Mystical Moons.
Or My Mystical Life.
Or My Mystical Life. Just so I have it there to remember to check for you, okay?
All right. So I'm going to go with...
Hold on.
You can check what we're doing.
I forgot I can do that right here.
Whoop, whoop. Yeah, airfare is pretty reasonable right now. We found it for like $275 round trip.
Yeah, I'm going to have to fly no matter what.
Yeah. Okay.
We were going to take the smoker out.
I'm going with Ren Sprout.
Okay.
Ren Sprout. You still here? Change. Ren Sprout.
What am I doing? Oh, never mind. I got it.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun time. We have guided meditations planned. We have CE5 meditations planned. We're going to do a session, an in-person session of trance mediumship with the intention of connecting with Oz.
Okay.
Do we know if we have a shuttle from the airports? The transportation to and from the airports, generally what I would say is we need to connect with other people that are in the group that are flying in. We don't have shuttles per se set up. And with not knowing when Sam's going to fly, that's a thing.
Okay. Lisa, we have one room that has a queen bed.
So you have to snuggle.
And it's a 4-person room. So it's...
Is that the only room we have left?
No, there's a couple of... But somebody's got one of the other... Well, I think it's Shannon. And I think we have to change it.
Okay.
We have a room with a queen bed in it, and we also have a room with a queen bed and a fold-out sofa. So message us. We'll get you set up if you want to go. You like I said, you can make payments. The way we've got it set up, because our store, the back processing part's a pain in the ass. What we've done is you can pay $100 deposit, and then we'll send you an invoice through PayPal that you can make payments on, like a layaway program type of thing. So,
hey, Lisa, you cram a bunch of psychics in the same house, and we're a hell of a lot of fun.
It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be fun. We are talking about having a van, and I've still got to lock that in with the person that's coming to make that happen. So, yeah.
Okay. All right. Mr. Fry is dealing with all that.
Yeah.
Okay. Ren Sprout. I want to talk about the Yellow Brick Road for you. I want to talk about the Wizard of Oz. I have some guides that use some really great visualizations. They want to talk about some of the things you have coming into change. I see Heather's going to be there. Shelly Jorkis is going to be there. Christina's going to be there. Christina Raquel from the shop's going to be there. I can't off the top of my head.
Laura Kading's
Laura Kading's going to be there. There's just a bunch of people. Okay. Anyways, Ren Sprout, I want to talk about change coming
Heather,
through.
Go ahead. We're gonna help a lot with that.
Absolutely, Michelle. We have a separate package that if you just want to attend the events,
you can stay in a hotel of your choice, wherever you want.
Yeah.
Just know that we're in Cottonwood.
Yeah, we're not in Sedona.
So it's like what, 10 or 15 minutes to Sedona.
Yeah.
So just keep that in mind. I
mean, Ren Sprout's like, all right, people.
Focus.
Okay. I want to talk about the change you have coming into life. And if you don't know what it is as of yet, that's okay. You don't have to know. You're very intuitive anyways. So I'm going to say you either work as an intuitive or you dabble in the intuitive. But when I say that, I really also feel like you should be doing some more things with your energy, with reaching out and help. Your guides are talking about you help reaching out and helping other people change their vibration, right? Helping other people realize just how special they are and how incredible they are, and to help them feel their own personal energy. I don't know what you do, but I want to say you feel like you affect other people's energetic fields when you step into them, but also they also affect you. So you have to, that empathic thing really needs to be, you need to ride ranch on that and make sure you're taking care of your own personal energetic field, because you don't want to be creating change in a negative way because you took up somebody else's shit, right? You picked up somebody else's garbage. You didn't quite throw it in the trash right. So make sure you're taking care of that.
Adam.
That's a big deal.
Adam. Stick around, buddy. Don't go away.
Quit overthinking things. And quit taking up every little thing that strikes you and become a personal crusade for you. You don't have to start doing like picking one thing up and be like, okay, I'm going to do this. And then all of a sudden when you're done with it, you're tired of it already. And you move on to the next thing, and then you're living on the edge. Okay, I got that. Understand. They say they're talking about you living on the edge of the new thing, right? So you do kind of struggle with empathy. So they're saying don't live on that edge of adrenaline. Find some peace, find some calm in your life. Don't just look for the bigger, better. And I'm not saying that you are that you're stretching yourself too thin. It's just like, oh, this is neat. I want to get into that. And then you learn how to do it and you kind of get tired of it and you move on to the next thing. That's actually a learned behavior. It's something we're dealing with now as a society with our children that are growing up, because they're on the edge of the bigger, better thing, because they're on the edge of that technology that's giving them a dopamine boost every freaking minute, right? So nothing is really all that exciting anymore when they're just sitting there. They don't know how to entertain themselves. So we're saying, hey, find yourself some peace, step away from the things that are creating that dopamine spike for you, and meditate, sit in nature, do some grounding, bring yourself back to center. And you're going to find that when you start to walk forward in a new way, that every time you step on the planet, every step you take is going to create change, energetic change. That's mostly channeled information because they're showing me this. Boom. Oh, they're showing me the scene from Moana when she starts walking and everything starts changing in front of her, right? And all of the greenery starts to change. My guides like to use Disney.
Yeah, and you mean when she puts the heart of
Tafiki back. Yeah. So
even though since Maui took it.
Yeah, Maui.
Jackass.
Whatever. No, Maui's a good guy. He's just
he was a jackass.
He's got an ego.
He was a jackass when he took it.
He was a jack, but he thought he was doing it.
But Moana straightened his ass out. She got his ass on the damn boat.
She did. You aboard my boat and take me. Okay, hope that helpful. Okay, Mr. Fry.
Aye.
Aye.
Mr. Adam. Oh, well.
What a pretty card.
It is a pretty card, and I've never pulled this one before.
You've not watched Moana? Moana.
Okay.
Yeah, watch Moana.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
You know what? This is going to take me a minute because
okay, it's going to take him a minute.
Adam,
it's a new
Adam,
card.
Yeah, this one's
Don't go to work.
And it also feels like I'm cheating.
You're hot.
It also feels like I'm cheating a little because I know things about you, but this is different. This is different.
Whoop whoop. Give you whoop. You just watched. I have not seen Moana 2. Moana came out right after we left Hawaii, and actually the Hawaiian population was a little upset with it. They were like, because they felt like it stereotyped them. I found it to be a lovely movie that makes me miss Hawaii tremendously.
Except for the coconuts. Little bastards.
Those little coconuts were really rogue.
See, now you want to watch it.
You know the song, but I never saw it. Isis! Oh, Isis, I'm so sorry. You know me, right? Did he not give him food? You might want to go address that.
I don't know.
What did you do? Okay.
I turned and looked that way. All right, Adam, we got some depth here, man.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
But I gotta feed the knucklehead first.
Sorry,
He's over here trying to get the shit he pushed out of his bowl.
Yeah. Okay. I'll do it. I'll do it.
Hey, how you doing? I see you weren't fed today.
She's like, I know you. I've been doing inventory in the store and it's been consuming, like absolutely consuming. Okay, here we go. So let's go with, let's see. Have a good night, Tanya.
Tanya, be good. Dave, stay out of trouble. I see your pictures today. That means you're out and about. Hope that's working out for you, kid.
Okay. Let's go with. Oh, that's.
They're just explaining. Just leave it.
Yeah. No. That's Jansen and Adam.
Huh?
That's Jansen and Adam.
Really?
Yeah. All I can see is this tiny little thing, and I'm like, yeah. She wore a T-shirt that said that today. Okay, Miss Keys. Let's go with Miss Keys. Miss Keys. He's still trying to figure yours out, Adam. Miss Keys.
I'm still working through some details here.
Miss Keys, I want you to. I don't want to put it that way. I would like, if I were you.
Man, you see the change-ups? There was like 5 change-ups.
Yeah, that's 5 of my personalities have just popped out. No. If I were you, Miss.
That's not funny. Really, it's not funny. There are people that need that, but just pay attention for that.
Menopause. Okay. Miss Keys, I want to talk about.
That is not a legitimate defense.
In court, it is.
No,
okay. I wanted to. Miss Keys is like, this is like watching cats trying to scatter and somebody trying to wrangle them up. I want to talk about your friend circle. And there are 2 other people in your friend circle that are your ride and die, whether you know they are or not, whether they're new friends or old friends. They're your ride and die. And I just want to give that recognition out to them because they show me, my guides are showing me that connection of these 3 people together, like this little trio of people. And one of them may fade in and out a little bit, but you could always call them and be right there. Right? Yes. They may be loud, but they do have good ideas, Lisa. Thank you, Red Sprout. So you guys, by the way, if you haven't liked our page, whatever, the things, all the technical stuff, right? Like,
now I know what that dog was bitching about the whole time when we come home.
He wanted food. You neglected him.
I didn't neglect him. The son was supposed to put food in there before he left.
Anyways, Rose and I. So the one person may come in and out, but you could always call them and vent. or they can call you and vent, and it's like no time passed whatsoever. That's why I'm like, they may be there all the time, they may not be, but they're always in your heart. I need you just to kind of contact these people and bring them back into just a conversation. Just have a conversation with a couple people that you know that are really close friends. I've outgrown a lot of friends. So this is somebody that's missing you. Yeah, it does happen energetically as we grow. Sometimes friends fall off to the side, but it doesn't mean we actually shed them all the way sometimes, right? Your ride and die friends are the ones I'm talking about. There's three. There's like you and two other people. They're showing me, this is the funniest way my guides do this. They show me the cartoon with the vultures where they're going, bottle, 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 and they're walking down the road. And that's a good look here. And that's how I know that there's three people. There's three people. They're showing me these three people, and they will always be in sync, whether or not they feel like they're super close anymore or not. It's that person that trust me, there's somebody that is missing you, and it's going to be somebody that comes to mind first, right? It's going to be somebody you know. You'd be like, I could have spent more time, or maybe they're ready to grow. And a lot of times, and maybe this is just something you need to hear.
It's called catching up to your energy.
Yeah. Maybe you're helping somebody else see something that they needed to work on, and now they're ready to grow. Or they've been growing.
Here's what I get. You have inspired somebody to look beyond their nose. Okay. You have inspired somebody to look beyond their nose, and now they can see the forest for the trees. Okay. And then they were like, oh shit.
No, this is for Miss Keys.
This wasn't about you were right or wrong. This was about them having the good sense to open their eyes, to get out of their own little box, okay, if you will, to get out of their own little box. Just not. I don't. Here's the thing: you didn't even try to open the eyes. You did your thing, and they were watching, and they weren't paying attention enough to say to themselves,
I'm going to say some things that she may not like.
Huh? Okay. Anyways, so you got that piece of this. You might have opened eyes on something, and now they've gone down rabbit holes that you didn't even know you led them down. So maybe they're ready to talk about some things.
So here's what I'm going to say, and you may not like this, Miss Keys, but my job is to tell you exactly what I see. I mean,
what the hell happened?
I know, right? I pulled these one right after the other. So this right here lays down and talks about it's important to be flexible. It's important to put yourself out of the way and be able to look at their place in life as a lesson. So people come into our lives, and it's because they've chosen to do so, right? On the other side, when they're choosing their life path and you're choosing your life path, and they come in to help you learn a lesson. And I am going to tell you right now, the lesson you need that you're going to be working on in the next 3 to 4 months is being humble. And by that, I'm going to show you every single card that just fell out of this deck.
Hi, Elizabeth.
Hi, Liz. And I want you to take this to heart. This is not an attack. This is not anything like that. This is your guide saying, hey, pay attention, because now that you have all this growth, you can be able to step back and go, how are other people growing? What did they teach me on my path? And now how can I help them if they were to reach out to me?
And what has my new path or my new awakening sparked in others? Okay.
Contact.
So this correlates with this individual that but maybe not talked about these things.
So here's the cards as they fell in order.
Man, I feel like I'm just rambling words.
The first one is friendship. Notice it's reversed. Most of these are reversed until we get to the very end. This is about friendship. This reading is about friendships and the expectations
Hey,
that not
Autumn.
only you have, but they had coming into friendships, and then the expectations that they had that things would remain the same, right? And then all of a sudden things start changing and they don't know how to handle change. Some people don't handle change very well. As I get older, I handle change much less effectively than I used to, right? And then it talks about flexibility. How flexible are we on our beliefs, on their beliefs and your beliefs, right? How are we supposed to meet in the middle when we're trying to step forward and be who we are? It's very difficult because then again, we're following what other people said when they said, be who you are and don't waver, right? And that's a thing. But learn to be flexible and look at other people's perspectives. Not that you haven't been doing that, but that you can look at it differently now as lessons rather than maybe somebody had a negative word or a negative energy for you.
Okay. This is one of those, you were being true to yourself, and somebody may or may not have liked it at the time. It says that same person, okay, but they looked at what was going on and they started down this path. You inadvertently dragged them down that path with you. So this is, and I have to say, I've done the same thing with some people, and
Kicking and screaming. I do. I'm sorry. Look at him.
She dragged my ass down the path, but here we are. Here we are.
We are probably loud, Autumn, but you might need to turn our volume's turned all the way down. So throughout your metamorphosis, throughout your changes, right? Somebody probably wasn't the best they could have been to you. They didn't understand what you were doing. They didn't understand what you were going through. And then the kindness kind of slips away, right? The kindness kind of slips away. And then we kind of look at the actions rather than the hearts, because maybe they don't know how to behave. And then this one talks about is everything the final? Is it final? Right? What are you supposed to? They're talking about you looking at back and seeing all of the things, what you are doing in life. Maybe they don't understand the way you're living your life, or your energy shift in life, or the things that you are doing on a spiritual path.
And so Miss Keys, you might not even realize what you're doing.
And it's not you. It's a collective thing.
Huh?
It's not just a her thing. It's a them thing, kind of.
Right.
Yeah.
But
Shifts and changes.
What I'm getting at is that they may not even realize that they're changing directions, and that somebody's coming along with them, whether it's or not.
Yeah, and by path we mean whatever you're doing in life. It doesn't have to be exclusively a spiritual awakening, because that's usually where people are like, oh shit, everything fell apart. But that's how we rebuild, right? But it could be anything that you're doing in life that somebody doesn't approve of, because you being flexible, seeing the whole picture leads to the healing. Hey, you might want to go check on that.
Just read.
Okay. There's just somebody that needs you.
Sorry, buddy.
You've gone to a spirit and onto a spirit path. And that's what they're talking about. Just know that if somebody comes to you and says, hey, an old friend comes to you and says, hey, I understand things a little bit.
You done out here?
A little bit.
You done out here?
They were doing duck love.
Hey.
Okay. That's what's going on. It sounded like somebody was dying out there, but that's what was going on. It's fine. It happens.
Let me get your pillow.
So, good evening, Mrs. Fry. How'd you like this evening, Ashley? She fell in love. Buford's gonna bark. So,
see, you made it use the dad voice.
Just know that if someone comes to you and says, "I see things differently than I used to," and they've been in your soul circle, that be flexible, be a leader,
and
be a leader,
and be compassionate.
Yeah, and be compassionate. Well, we'll be close again. I think that you're gonna be welcoming them back into your fold. But you guys were long and drawn out about this. I mean, they pulled the cards that fell. Were like, this is the story that we need you to know.
Hope you're feeling better, girl.
Sounds like your house. Do you have duck love too?
That was not duck love. She was pissed off about something.
Oh, okay, all right.
The boys were out by the mud water, and she was up here in the front yard.
Oh, okay, all right. There we go.
Okay, Adam.
Oh, that's helpful.
Adam, you still there?
If you don't know what I'm talking about yet, you will.
All right, Mr. Adam.
There's another metamorphosis card.
I'm telling you.
You went to the doctor. Good, I hope.
Excellent. I'll tell you what, the picture you sent last night, I was skeptical, man. It was usually a bruise like that in that location's not a good thing. That's good. Just keep icing it down.
Okay.
All right, Mr. Adam. There he is.
Send it.
All right, buddy. So the first card I pulled you here was the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands. Now I want you to look at that card really good. See that knife in her hand there, and there's a head in her lap. She has cut the head off the beast. It's a rough card, man.
No, all I saw from over here was like this really pretty redhead walking through the woods. I didn't see all the macabre shit.
Yeah, this is a rough card, brother. This is a rough card. Okay, you're in the middle of it right now, and you know what I'm talking about. Okay, and this is the Hierophant. He come around here too. He's got the knowledge. He's got the stuff. He's got all the magical mojo shit. Then you got the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands here, okay? Deep in the battle. You're deep in the battle, buddy. Okay? This just everything's gonna be great, and you know this. It's just a lot of time, and it's energy, a lot of energy you're gonna have to put into this. And then I pulled this card out of the Maps deck, Metamorphosis. So in the end, this is why I say everything's gonna be fine. In the end, it's gonna be great. Everything's gonna be great. Jansen, you're part of that too, but this is from my buddy Adam here. All the hard work you guys are doing right now is gonna be it's gonna pay off huge, and you're gonna be so freaking happy. But don't get me wrong, you've got and you know this, you've got a ton of freaking work you got to do between now and the end of the year. So that's what they're telling me. It's gonna be good. It's what you want. It's what you need. This is what's gonna be best for you all. So there you go, Bubba. Creta, what's up, girl?
So the next one's for Autumn. Autumn, I want to talk about so
who?
Autumn.
Oh, okay.
Maybe a little bit of depression, a little bit of anxiety, a little bit of someone needing a hug, right? So I know
it's gonna be awesome
because Autumn was a very close friend. So of Katrina's, and Katrina passed away. So I know that is probably revolving there, and that is one of the cards that come in here. But they want to talk about living authentically as well.
This is nice. This is a nice spread.
Yeah. And about putting your best foot forward in all of the things you do in life, and making sure that you are analyzing things as they come across, and don't just take it as I don't know how to put this. They're talking about the integrity, the feeling as if maybe things got pulled out from underneath of you, or if you are struggling with what the real message is anymore. So make sure that when you are getting messages, that you're paying attention to that they're solid messages and not from emotion, is the best way I can put it.
Do you not see the on-air sign? Go on now. Go out there with the rest of the ducks and be happy.
It's not a happy duck. We just took all her babies away because she is a very bad mother. She's a very bad mother. Anyhow, but I need you to know that this is just a moment in time. This is just a part of a cycle that you guys set up, right? That you set up on this timeline, and that this is just a blip. That this is 100% blip that you have created in this lifetime. Chains and bonds and friendships that are going to be enduring through the rest of your life. She was the sweetest person. Autumn, you have been gone. This reading's for you. You're gonna have to watch the replay on some of this, okay? You get to watch the replay on some of this. It's just still going on. All right. So just know that you have some things that are changing right now. Some energies are changing around you. You have a heightened sense of clear audience going on right now. But make sure that you're paying attention to what you have coming across is an authentic energy. Because I feel like the vulnerability in your energy, and you'll never really hear me say this online, you guys, really creates a vulnerability for maybe something a little negative to kind of come in and try to whisper to you a little bit. I need you to pay attention to that. I never say that online. Okay. But it's just the vulnerability of the situation right now with somebody that is very clairaudient to be able to have something come in and be like, hey, just pay attention. Always ask for validation, right? Ask, is this for my highest and best good? I need you to make sure you're asking all energies, is this of my highest and best good? Because you have a lot of energy on the other side that has your back, and a lot of energies on this side that have your back. Keep that expectation. Point your energy up to vibrate high, and that is the vibration. You understand what I'm talking about? Okay. But I also want you to know that you have to walk in both sides. You and you have to walk in both sides of energy. And I know generally when we're on here, I'm always talking uplifting stuff like, yay, sunshine, rainbows, and unicorn farts, blah, blah, blah. But as a shaman, when I'm doing shamanic work, or if I'm doing meditation and I'm coming across other energy, there's darkness out there, you guys. So there is the light in the dark. We do need to pay attention to that. But we try to always raise energy up. That's our main goal, right? So the more attention you give to something negative, the more negative you get. That is why we're always talking up. That's why we're always laughing. That's why we're always trying to be smiling. And if I'm in a bad mood, I'm not online, because it is important to raise your energy and to be uplifting. If that is what you choose to do, is share your energy like this, we always want to be uplifting. So don't give negativity a thought. Don't give it energy other than, is this for my highest and best good? If it isn't, shut it down and go on. That's it. It's that simple. It's that simple. And the more you do that, the more incredible things you draw into your life. And you start to notice a shift and a change. And you can do this with everything, every aspect of your life. Is this for my highest and best good? And then move forward. Okay. Don't just take things at face value sometimes, especially when you're doing intuitive work, right? We're always, if it feels wrong. And when I first started this, and I'm gonna tell a short story. It's a Lisa-ism. As when I first started doing this, and we started doing this,
She's pissed off about something.
Yeah, she's upset. It was, I withdrew for quite a while and just stopped, because I was told that if you don't know who your guides are, you don't know their names, you don't know all of their details, then you're probably dealing with something negative. And what I've learned, and what I teach, and what we teach is, if you're meditating, okay, or you're sitting there in your own energy, or you're sitting there and you're communicating, I don't know pretty much any but one of my guides' names. I don't need to. I know their energy. And as you move forward as an intuitive, or even just a muggle, we know who we want to stand next to. We know who we want to sit at the table with. If there's somebody that you just go, I don't care for their energy, follow that, right? Follow that, because that's an awareness of a vibration. The same goes if you're you're doing a reading, or you have something coming across. You know the right from the wrong. Shut down the wrong and just move on. That's what I learned when we first started. I don't have to know their name. I know their energy. I know my guide's vibration. And if I trust that vibration and that energy, I would rather know the energy than the name. So follow that. Okay? That's important.
You can hide behind a name, but you can't hide behind the energy.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's right. Flip the script for your highest good. Absolutely. Flip the script. Flip the script for your highest good. Always. Always. We lost people on that because you know what? A lot of people are on for the reading and not for the education, and that's okay.
Yeah, but it doesn't necessarily mean they're educating them. It's just this
Yeah,
is for
this is for general knowledge. This is the way we should move forward in our life. And opinions are like assholes. I have one too. This is the way I think I would do it, and it's not everybody's way, and that's fine. Sorry. What?
the chocolate starfish.
You are done. You are done. That was inappropriate. I am sorry. He will go to his room for the rest of the evening.
Don't you threaten me with a good time.
Oh my God. By the way, it's PG-13. Anyhow.
Wow.
What up? Some of the naked Bigfoot. How are you? PG-13 tonight, so you have to be of age. Obviously.
That duck is not a happy
That
camper.
is a pissed off duck.
We had to take her babies from her.
Oh, is that her?
Yeah, that's her.
I think she has mental defects. I'm serious.
The babies are they're in a brooder right now, and they're doing amazing. And but she's not happy.
She's not a happy duck. No.
But they're not old enough to give back to her yet because I don't know if she's going to take them or not.
No.
She abandoned them the other night.
The geese came up and she's like, "Screw these kids," and she took off.
Yeah.
I'm like, you listen to my pearls of wisdom. Thank you. Once again, you guys, I will put it out there. We are going to Sedona. Anybody
Greta,
wants to go to Sedona with us?
Greta, you know I stay in a world of trouble.
Greta, you should go to Sedona with us. That would be unhinged and fun.
Oh yeah.
Bring your mom. Go to Sedona. Anyhow, we are going in September 11th through 15th. Very affordable, and you can make payments till the end of July. So
I may extend it to the end of August.
Okay. But we are going to have a great time. If you guys are interested, you can either message us or check out the My Mystical, as long as it's not in draft, on My Mystical Life. Yeah. You love ducks and chickens, even if they are dirty. She's probably heard me bitch about the chickens.
I've got a few chickens and a few ducks. We got about oh shit, excuse me. I got about 30 ducks out there, and
they're going to the marina.
They are going to the marina. Yes.
So
just so everybody knows, her brother owns a marina, and the ducks eat all the algae that grows along the docks and on the bottoms of the boats. And last year, at the marina, in that region, they had a West Nile virus outbreak and killed like 90% of the ducks there. So he's only got a handful of ducks left, and so we're trying to repopulate his population. So,
night, Penny.
Anyways, so that's why we have so many ducks. And
she's not pleased.
And then I've probably got
4 chickens,
40 laying hens, and I've got about 75 pullets that are coming up the way that'll be ready to start laying eggs this fall.
He's the chicken czar.
It's called Fluffy Butts Chicken Butt Nugget Emporium.
It is not. Oh, God. I'm sorry. He's so amusing to himself.
I thought it was hilarious, and that's all that matters in my little pea brain here.
You want me to go make some popcorn?
You know what? Shut up. She's going to go make popcorn while I go out and make it, because, that's her MO.
You don't want me to make popcorn. I'll make it.
You don't make it right.
Anyhow, my ex is allergic to live
You do not
chickens.
know how to make it the way my grandmother taught us. Oh, my God. Mainly she does that because she doesn't want to go do it, because she knows I'll go do it. So she'll put that out there like, hey, manipulator.
I know, Greta, right? I know, right? She's like, and look, Lisa doesn't like chickens. Right? I'm tolerant. I'm not taking care of them, so I'm tolerant.
We haven't had to buy eggs in months. Months, I tell you.
It's so much cheaper.
Well, Well, at least we have an outlet for the eggs.
I don't burn the popcorn. I don't burn the popcorn.
We should play up numbers of the algae brigade.
Yeah, the ducks.
Oh yeah, the ducks. Yeah,
they're so cute though.
Oh, the ones. So this last batch we had. So we have Peking ducks, we have Rowan ducks, and then we have these Campbell runners.
Ducks, guineas, chickens, turkeys, and peacocks.
And so we had the Peking and the Rowan. They mated and made some some odd looking ducks. And then we had the Rowan and the Campbell runner. They made some.
Oh, we're very nice to the ducks, Nancy Ray. Actually, I enjoy the ducks. The ducks are a lot of fun. And all right, Greta. The ducks are a lot of fun. And actually the ducks are my fault. So I'll take that one.
This whole thing is your fault.
I know it is.
This whole thing is your fault, don't you?
I can rectify it.
No, why?
Anyhow, Son of the Naked Bigfoot, we have ducks, guineas, chickens, turkeys, and peacocks.
We do not have guineas. Oh,
no,
they
do.
I'm
yeah.
sorry. Oh yeah.
Yeah, we have the peacocks. So we just had peacocks hatched out, and we have black-shouldered. No, we have indigo blues, and damned if they didn't break out pieds.
We have a pied baby, and I think it's a male.
So
it's already got one of these crest things growing out.
I don't know if that's indicative of. I don't know if this is indicative of a man or not.
See, there's something you won't forget.
Anyhow, moving on. Anyhow, can I get a whoop whoop in the room, please? See, aren't you glad we came on tonight? We were just going to go sit in front of the television and I was going to make popcorn.
Now, why in the hell are you going to tell the good people that you were going to make popcorn?
So he makes popcorn with some kind of pepper and it is so good.
It's really easy, everybody.
Yeah, the turkeys need to consider flying south before Thanksgiving gets there. I know, Liz.
The turkeys that we have 2 turkeys. They are residents. They are not freezer residents, but they are residents. Huh?
Nothing. Yeah, I love the other turkeys.
Well, they were good.
They're delicious, but I really enjoyed them as
Quack Pack. Love it.
As members of the flock.
Yeah.
Anyways, okay, moving on. Let's go with.
So we have all our birds are in a big stall or coop or whatever you want to call it, except the ducks. We move them over because they're messy. But
first life.
The turkeys, they walk around in the population like Andy Dufresne walking across the yard. Like he ain't got a care in the world in the middle of all the convicts. That's the only thing they're just like,
Andy Dufresne, now we got to name him Andy.
In red. Andy in red.
In red. Give him a shake. Oh, shit.
Anyways, he just walked through the crowd like, yeah, we're just gonna go over here. Yep.
I'll be damned if Andy didn't crawl through 50 yards.
Hi, Leanna. 50 yards is 300 yards
of shit. The worst.
Oh.
Okay, moving on. Let's go with Leanne. Since she's braved us out this long.
Now I want popcorn. So the popcorn. Okay, so here's the thing about the popcorn.
Lord, I love it.
So I put the oil in. I get the oil hot, and then the test kernels pop, and that's how I know the oil's ready. And then I put the rest of it in.
What? Make popcorn. Okay,
Anyways,
keep going.
So I put the popcorn in, and then I put red pepper flakes in. You got to be careful not to overdo it because it'll get hot quick.
Oh, that first one I like hot stuff too, and I could barely eat that.
And then, so Buffalo Wild Wings has a desert heat dry rub that you put on your wings. So you put a little bit of that in there, and then you shake it all around so the oil, shake it all about.
Shake.
Anyways, and so that you want some. It's not too hot. The first one was because the pepper dumped in, and I went, "Oh well."
Look, everybody. Is that what happened?
Yeah, that is what happened. The red pepper flakes got a little heavy on the first one. Anyways, but it's got amazing flavor. It doesn't burn. It doesn't burn.
It's good.
It just has, if you like spicy, not like burn your throat out and your butthole when it comes out. Chocolate starfish ain't red anymore, brown anymore.
Stop. So.
You just never know what's going to happen here. Chili popcorn. What? Right?
Okay. All right. Wait. Whew. It's good. It is good. I will say that it's good. Okay, hold on. Leanne, where'd she go?
So wait a minute.
Wait, what?
I'm trying to read the popcorn as you're
here.
scrolling.
Look.
You suck.
Okay, go ahead.
Scroll up just a little bit
No,
so I
I'm
can see
done.
the. Just do Leanne's reading, and I'll.
Okay, look, Sam. Do you put white pepper on popcorn? No, you don't. No.
No, I don't.
No.
I don't put pepper.
He lights it up.
I don't put ground pepper on. I put the red pepper flakes.
Going on?
I put the red pepper flakes in there.
I know, Leanne. It's wrong. Okay, Leanne.
Stay with us, girl.
Reason it's wrong. Oh, Leanne. It's your first time, huh? What the hell just happened in the background?
Sam sounds like Jerry Lee Lewis. What?
What is going on in the background?
You don't have your screen maximized.
Hold on. What is that?
Remind me later.
Stop.
There you go. Let's do this.
Stuff.
Now maximize your screen so
I
that shit
didn't do
won't.
that because you don't know.
Well, that shit won't distract you now.
Ooh, I wonder what lemon would taste like. Oh, that's seasoned salt. There's another good one. Yeah.
Ooh, lemon pepper.
Okay,
salt.
Leanne's like, don't just keep it between the lines. Keep it between the lines. Okay.
So for those of you, you can only buy the dry rubs at Buffalo Wild Wings. The lemon pepper salt is amazing. They have a chipotle that's really freaking good too. The desert heat is probably the hottest, if you want to call it hot. We do like things a little bit spicier, but yeah.
Did Kitty find a home? No, Kitty went back outside. A mama cat was in the backyard calling for it.
Yeah.
And so somebody dropped a mama kitty off with kitten, and there it is.
Too far from me.
So we're just feeding him outside because it needed to go outside. Okay. Mom, it was calling mama. I felt bad.
Leanne is waiting so patiently.
Leanne is patient. This is the thing you learn here. This is one of those soul lessons you're going to learn here.
And squirrel
is patience. Tony Sherry's work as well. Have you tried? Oh, that would be a good one too.
What is what?
Yeah, salt or caramel, but chili is a step too far for me. Oh, but what about hot caramel? Yeah, we're gonna get that kitty fixed. Okay, so Leanne, we're here. Okay, I want to talk about feeling wronged, and as if I feel like someone's going, and like somebody's sitting in Oprah's audience, and you're sitting there, and everybody around you gets a car, but you. Like, what the hell? Why not me? Listen, my brain is following along because I'm all over the place all the time. Perfect, you're in the great spot. Make sure you like the page. You'll feel right at home. Okay. But I just keep hearing, and you get a car, and you get a car, but you don't get what everybody else is getting. And
security, come get that one.
So just know that there is purpose behind it.
Actually, she pushes the button and the chair just you're going through the floor.
All I wanted was some freaking sharks with some freaking lace. That's what I hear. Like falling to the floor. Okay. Is the kitty broke? What needs fixed? The kitty needs fixed.
No. Neutered. Spayed or neutered. The cutest. Oh my God, it's so cute.
Okay, I have got to read for Leanne.
All right.
Okay. Okay, if you only knew that makes sense. Okay.
We'll circle back here in a minute.
They're like, poor Leanne.
You're right.
I know, right? Oh, but I need you to be right here, Leanne.
So does she.
I need to know.
She needs you.
Stop. I'm trying to read. Now that's duck love.
No, it's not. Oh, well, maybe it is.
I know what duck love sounds like.
Go on.
That's duck love.
Go on.
Okay. I know. Good.
Go on now.
Go on now. Come on now.
Get.
I would like for you, Leanne, to know that everything that happens for a reason, and that you sometimes may feel tested, but know that sometimes when you feel that sad lack, I'm so sorry.
Come on.
When you feel that sad lack, like why do they have a lucky horseshoe crammed where the sun doesn't shine, and I work really hard and I don't feel like I'm getting what I'm supposed to be getting? Guess what? Oh my God, you're not gonna like this. This dog's gonna start barking. You set this up.
Come on, get up here.
You set this up so that you can feel so much gratification when you get exactly what you work for. You set your mind for the thing you want and you work really hard for it, and it's not gifted to you because that's not what you've set up in this life. You are somebody that takes great pride in the things they earn. Ooh, and don't be a thief around you. Don't be a thief, because you work hard for your stuff.
Not you, don't be a thief.
No, not you, but don't be a thief around you. Right?
I have no tolerance for thieves or liars.
And just know that the things that you turn your back on sometimes that felt like they might have been a great opportunity, but you have to go in a different direction because that direction is meant for you. You know that's the correct direction to go into. Not following the herd. Don't follow the herd. That's not your way.
I ain't the herd.
Right? You earn everything you have. I got stomped in today by a few people. I was like, nope, done. Diana, yep, time to be done with that.
So, go ahead. You made me leave now.
Because here is what I can tell you. Everything that is happening in your life to this point and every point for everybody is happening because you have the foresight to see it coming, and you are a dreamer. And you are a dreamer.
But not a head in the clouds type of dreamer.
No, you are a goal-oriented,
realistic dreamer.
Person that sets the goals and goes for what you want because you work for everything you have.
I'll bet you that you hear more than you care to hear. Must be nice. Must be nice to have this, or it must be nice to have that. I'll bet you hear that more than you really like to hear. Because people don't understand the struggle, and they don't understand the amount of pain that you've had to go through to get the things that you have, whether it's emotional strength or, stuff. People just don't understand. They think it's just that you hit the easy button, and that ain't the way it works.
But here's also, I need you to know, this is a big part of why you are, and sometimes it may not feel graced, but you are graced, okay? Sometimes it may feel like XYZ is getting shit handed to him when you're working so hard, all right? But at the end of the day, you are so graced to have everything that you have because your energy gives back. And I'm not saying you give to everybody down at the intersection, but you do a lot of things where you give an equal trade for energy, or you know that somebody's in need and you would do something for them and not write a name at the top of the bill, right? Those little things is why you walk in grace. Grace isn't always getting everything that we think that we should have in life. Grace is walking the good walk and being the good person and having the good energy. So when I say you're walking in grace, that's what I mean. You're walking in grace. Because you know what. I'm going to show you this card. Because I put enough cards down here that I have a story about what you have going on. And this one talks right here about knowing when to walk away from the negative things in life that are going to be damaging to you. Knowing and having had some hard knocks to learn that lesson, But this is part of your life lesson. Paper son, I signed on Monday. Yay, Diana. This is part of your lesson. It was part of knowing when to walk away. That's part of your grace.
You got to know.
Ooh, got a little Kenny Rogers going on.
Know when to fold up.
Right? So continue that energy exchange, and you have it. You've got this life. This life is you guys are like, this life could be a cakewalk. But I think you've picked that energy for this lifetime because you've had really, really, really rough, poverty-stricken lifetimes where you had no food, where you had no money, you had no roof, and you were more concerned about possibly your children eating than you. That is in your past life energy field, and that resonates through lives. We know what it is to want, and we know what it is to have lack, so it's easier to give. Love you too, Renee. So I hope that's helpful. I love your energy. It's very sparkly. Very sparkly, has a lot of silver in it. Very beautiful.
Humble.
Perfect. Anything else?
I did, but you talked and then went.
I'm sorry.
No,
I talk like a freight train.
You talked and then it went because my brain went down another, and then it just got left behind. And
I'm sorry.
That's my ADD brain.
If I'm on a roll and I stop talking, I'm gonna forget it.
My
It's gone. Brain. Yeah, it's gone. So that's why we'll keep talking, and Sam can't get a word in edgewise. Because if I stop, once I'm on the train, got the train going in the right direction. If I stop, then it's gone.
She misses the next train.
Yeah, it's left the station. Anyhow.
Stop.
Anyhow. So everybody, I hope this.
You're driving this bus.
I'm driving this bus, Mr. Fry says. So it is sounds like your brain, mine too. It's squirrel. People, we have squirrels all over the store. And
we've been trying to get rid of them. The little shits just get into everything.
No. And people want to buy them. I'm like, those are shop mascots.
I will start looking for some squirrel carvings to have in the shop.
There's a couple.
Yeah, but I'll get the little ones and I'll try to find bigger ones too. So
I'll say I've seen some more shiny. Are you around us, Leanne? So in the store, if you guys go to the store, online store, we do not have free shipping. Just letting you guys know that we are going to Sedona in September. Anybody wants to go have fun with us? We are going to be doing that.
We got a big ass Airbnb and
heated pool.
It's got a bunch of outbuildings,
We'll
trails, all sorts of stuff. We're like 2.5 hours from the Grand Canyon where we're going to be. There's tour buses that go out of Sedona to go up there. If you've never been to the Grand Canyon, having been there, I absolutely recommend.
December. Okay.
I absolutely recommend going. What?
That's it. Leanne, you're going to have to remind me of who you are because I swear, Leanne, I met Leanne when Rachel came to visit, Katrina's friend from Pennsylvania.
Oh, yeah.
Leanne and I hit it off. Okay. I like Leanne is like simpatico, and we are going to be good friends. Now that I remember that whole reading I didn't even know who you were.
So now I'm going to have to go put the shoulder things on her because she just strained her neck.
I remember now. All right.
I'm telling you, the Grand Canyon is an amazing place to go. Beautiful.
They should let us go down and see the Egyptian stuff in there, I think.
Yeah, well, they'll let you go down, but you'll never get to leave.
I know, right? They have military down there.
That's the problem, right?
Right? I do want to leave.
There's a rabbit hole for you.
Yes, we're going to go have popcorn. Thank you, Michelle.
Yeah, I guess I'm going to go make popcorn.
Okay. All right, everybody. Here we go. So find light, find love, find joy, feel divine because you are. And
may the light be with you always.
All right, everybody. Have a great evening and a great rest of your weekend.
And if there's any dads on here, happy Father's Day tomorrow.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, guys. Bye-bye now. Bye.
Peace out.
If I can